shit today. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is part of it.
Oh,
Let's do that behind you. See if that'll work. Yeah.
Alright.
Yes!
Oh, you guys. Alright, you go. I'm sorry.
Okay, I am Halcyon, and I'm here with
Matthew Silver.
and we're here today to talk about love. And then finish with a wrestling match.
Maybe.
So we met 5 minutes ago,
Yes.
and I came to this summit of love with a mad respect for you and an appreciation for what you do in the world, and with a fully prepared to sit quietly as you whack-a-doodle. So I'm pleasantly surprised and excited that we're gonna have a sit-down conversation.
Oh, you thought I was gonna whack a doodle the whole time?
It would be your right and your privilege and your art.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was gonna be like a conversation.
I love it. That's
Yeah.
what I was just prepared, since I didn't know you until 5 minutes ago. So,
Oh, okay.
So how do you spread love in the world?
Well, I guess you could call it whack-a-doodling, or love farting. But you know, it is what it is. But the intention is strong. So I'm giving love to the world in my own unique way.
One of the things that I was noticing is that we are on polar opposites of our techniques, in this, at least in terms of internet presence. That you are out in the street, very physically connecting with people, and I'm sitting in a room by myself, looking into a camera, and trying to project my energy to people that I can't see, except sometimes once or twice a year at events like this. So we have so little to talk about. No, so much to talk about, because we have different ways to come about it. Should we do we don't have a plan. Should we do, is it Q&A, or do you have something that you want to chat about?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? You want to do Q&A?
Okay, here, I want to talk about love activism, and then we'll see if that inspires anything in you. Okay, so, it's funny, as I was walking in this outfit to go to the bathroom, outside of the safe container of this event, I lost my confidence. I noticed that this is a little extreme for sharing a public toilet with somebody who doesn't know what I'm all about. And I suddenly felt a little guilty about how I was inflicting this on someone who didn't come to it consensually at the urinal next to me. But as I reflect upon it, that is
a full essay now. All the boxes I'm consenting.
That is, a part of what I consider to be my activism in the world, is trying to set my bar of weirdness higher than the norm, and in doing so, raise the overall bar of weirdness. You know, like, if I'm wearing this, then the guy who's here with his girlfriend that just convinced him to wear that pink shirt that he feels super uncomfortable in, like, he's got to be like, it's no big deal next to this guy. And when I think about it, this is no big deal next to your bathing suit.
Well, I mean,
Is that part of it?
I don't know. I mean, it's all a big deal. You know, it's all. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry.
No, I think that like, so is that part of, I interpret what you do as part of that, of like saying, this is the bar of fully embracing freedom. And so if you're feeling repressed, you can go a lot higher before you hit the place of extreme.
So
thank you.
No, thank you. I mean, you're pushing the bar and I'm pushing the bar. We're pushing the bar. We're pushing the bar together.
Amen.
Amen.
Which is why it's easier as a community. Which is easier when you have people around you supporting you. Which is why having us a community. Which is why you're so courageous, because within a community that is supporting you with radical self-expression and radical inclusion, saying whatever you are, I support you in that. I want you to go in that direction, even if I don't understand it, even if it's weird to me. That is such a powerful tool for us to break out of the patterns and the roles that we've been given as consumer and these types of things. And I think people, in my mind, the power of Burning Man, which is my into this gathering, is that's one of the biggest things, is when people finally get the permission or finally get the support to like act in a way that feels authentic. It can be the first time sometimes you've ever felt like someone's is cool with who you really are. And I believe that thing that comes out in that moment is what you've been given from the divine to play your role in the healing of the world. And if you never get broken out of it, then you go to a traditional education system, you go to a traditional job, and that voice never gets loud enough to overcome the sound of television, the sound of video games, the sound that you're just bombarded with. So I feel like this wackiness is dead serious and super important.
Right. Right, yeah, don't take yourself seriously, take what you do seriously.
I love that.
Yeah.
How do you guys like embrace love and loving people in what you do, like for your daily life?
Well, I see myself as an entertainer, so I'm doing it by giving them an exchange of entertainment. That's my love.
How did you decide like that was gonna be the thing that you were gonna do in your life? This was it.
What?
When did you decide that that was gonna be the focus of your life? Was gonna be doing that?
It felt like I was going to outer space. Like it felt like I was doing something different that nobody else has done. It's like, it feels like I'm tapping into my brain's outer space center. So I mean, you're allowed to go to outer space if you want to. I mean, you get to choose it. We're all choosing it. We're choosing to go to outer space. I mean, you're not going to outer space. You get free will, but you got to just. That's it. That's inspiration. Like, wow, wow. Something like that. Like walk into the hearts. We're walking into the hearts.
Is it more about?
I mean, that's why intention is so important. Like, so what I'm doing with my wackiness, I'm intentionally walking into the hearts, the infinite vortex of the hearts. Like, there's nothing there but their hearts. I mean, it's a mental concept, so I'm going towards, but it's important to have an intention because, I mean, whatever you do in life, I mean, that's what we do. You guys probably know Mariana Williamson. She said, make everything into your special church. Love, just intention is just so important. I don't know. Yes, I do know. I do know, because then I'd be confused. I'll be like, what? And my head would explode, but that's not going to happen.
Is it more about how you feel expressing this, or more about the reaction
It's it's about like I'm on a mythological journey to fill the Holy Grail, like something simple like that, and I'm filling it, or I'm about to break this egg, and I always like Baron Munchausen, like you're on this journey, a magical journey, and you just keep going forward for it, and I mean, but everybody's journey is personalized to them. That's why you should do it. Like you were talking about breaking out of the shell.
And actually, and like you asked how I got there, or like how you decided. And for me, it was a very like step-by-step process. Where my first goal, when I discovered the internet, I realized that we all had the ability to be the protagonists of our own epic myth. You know, when I was a kid, we had 3 television channels that told us what was entertainment. These were the heroes. And then cable, and then the internet. And suddenly, wait, we can all be the heroes. And so one of my first websites was cockybastard.com, which I called it because I was trying to find a way to love myself. I was trying to pursue self-love. But if you say that out loud, people call you a cocky bastard. But I was doing a lot of work on myself, and I was really trying to get clear of all my hang-ups, which I am not even close to doing now, but I feel like I got clear of enough of them that I could get enough truth coming through me that I was getting out of the way enough that what was coming through is resonating with other people. So the answer of like, is it me or is it others? It's like, initially it's nobody, but it's generated by the loop of other and me and allowing the energy to kind of flow through us both. There's a lot of times when I'll watch like a video that I make and I record it and then I watch it and I'm like, this is fascinating. I've never heard this before. This is great information. I totally need this. But in terms of like, so like the pink heart and the love at Burning Man and love out in the world, that was a like the duocracy in action, which is another Burning Man thing, which is like what I felt I wanted to see more of at Burning Man was a cozy, friendly place where I could connect with people, where I could see their face, where it was quiet enough where I could have a conversation. That's what I wanted more of. So it's like, well, then that's what I have to bring. And super honored that a lot of people said, we want to do that too. We want to help you build it. And then a lot of people said, we want to experience that too. So, and then the feedback loop starts again, where people go, like 6 months later, someone will stop me and go, oh my God, I got to tell you, I had this magical experience at Pink Heart Camp. It's like, wow. Or this year, I walked in on someone getting married at Pink Heart that 2 years previously, they met their fiance on our couches, made love. Well, they said they got romantic in a little too extreme. I interpret that as had sex on our couches. Fell in love all night. The next year, he proposed at our camp, and then this year they got married at our camp. When I hear something like that, it's like, there's a lot of times when I doubt and I feel like I'm not sure if this is right, but then something like that happens and you're like, stay the course.
Going. You go, no, I gotta stay positive and just give love, even if I'm gonna take a lot of crap every time. Dude,
yeah.
Keep your spirits up there.
Well, I mean, for me, a big part of it is that I love it when it's appreciated. It feels great. But I give love because I go to sleep knowing that that's who I am. I'm somebody that gives love. I'm somebody that helps when I can. Like, it doesn't require someone to, it feels shitty, in the moment, but at the end of the day, I know that's who I am. And I was really lucky to spend the last few years of my grandfather's life with him, and he was a Baptist minister. He died with nothing physically. He had no possessions, but he had this wake of people that he had loved and touched and lived in integrity. And so I got to watch a man die with no fear. And his last words were, "Isn't this exciting? I don't know what the next chapter is." And so I have that role model of like, that's what can happen if you live your life taking the high road, giving out love. And that, to me, that's worth it. Do you ever get affected by haters?
From Abraxas.
Thank you. Anybody cold? Yeah. Around this way so we don't know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right around. Yeah, put the fur on you guys. There you go.
What love can do with it? Like, what love got to do with what you guys do right now?
What?
I'm fine.
What love got to do with what you do right now?
What love has to do with what we do right now?
Yes.
It's a tough one because love is one of those words that is different in everybody's head.
Right.
And so in some ways I think of love as the cosmic divine flow of all things. And so if my daily practice is trying to just get as most in line with that flow as possible, which is often a process of trying to like let the ego out and let things happen. It's really easy to do that Burning Man. That's why you have Playa Magic, because that flow just takes you where you're supposed to be. In a lot of ways, it's like I've made a lot of decisions that were not in pursuit of financial success, but in pursuit of love, in pursuit of trying to act in my highest truth and foster connections, because I keep remembering, like, that feels better, that feels better, that feels better. And what's been awesome for me is that I've made enough connections with people who are still on these paths of financial success that I don't suffer financially, because they're like almost like, oh, I'd love to help you because I see that you're like, I see you with your alms bowl in a digital kind of way, but maybe that sounded wrong, but because clearly I'm living pimp, you know, this is not a Saffron Road.
How about you, Matthew? What love got to do with what you do?
I mean, it's just basic. I mean, we're all choosing our thing, and everything is connected. So if you're not doing your thing with love, I think you're praying to the machine. You're praying to something that's unconscious, like the nothing from the Never-Ending Story. I don't know. You gotta live. Your life is very short, so I think it's very important that everybody. I mean, it's basic common sense. You do something with your heart. That's the only thing that's worth doing. That's why I mean, my intention is there, so I'm not confused. What's love got to do with it? I mean, everybody wants it. We want it more than like machine stuff. We want it more like, I mean, money is there. I don't want to. It's there, but we want it more than the machine stuff. I'll just call money machine stuff. Yeah, I think that answers the question, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Anybody else have a question?
How exhausted are you after
Yeah, I was really exhausted. I mean, I had
Right now.
what?
Like right now, would you like
Well, I got a little nervous with John about this. We got excited about it together because this is a different form of. That was one form. This is another form.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and all forms are just as important. You already know that.
You know, I years ago I had an experience where I read a book that was everything that I wanted to say, and I got so depressed because I'm like, what's the point of doing? Why should I mean, who needs a second-rate teacher? You know, who needs to write a second? I'll just keep referring this book to people. And then I saw the author give a talk, and I was like, I am not resonating with this guy at all. And had this realization that there's a finite amount of truths, but there's an infinite number of messengers to share it, and different things resonate with different people. Some people need to see an old white-haired man in a suit say it. Some people need to hear a saffron-robed person say it. Some people need to hear a wild-haired man in a bathing suit act it out and bring them into it, and some people need to hear a pink-haired person say it. So it's like all the ways are good.
Yeah, everything leads to the one, the infinite one.
Many pass up the mountain.
Exactly.
My grandpa gave me a book. The only thing I wanted from him, the only thing he had, it was a book that he got in India called All Religions Are True, with essays by Gandhi. And the gist of what Gandhi said was that there is divine truth, and then it's corrupted the minute it goes through a human. And so unless you have the exact same experience with another human, which is impossible, everyone's path is true, and you can never fully understand another person's faith. Which is good to remember as you're judging someone else.
I'm not good at this. I'm new to this stuff.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. Hey, we're awesome.
I feel like it's going
Good. Did you steadily progress to like? And I'm labeling you as extreme in your appearance and gestures. And did you gradually, like, did you start in a suit and a goatee doing love farts, and then gradually got weirder, or did you? And I mean weird as a compliment, not as a judgment.
Yeah. I did the clown costume with the black and white. So I had black and white. Then I went to a white dress, and then I did my underwear, and then I did a woman's bathing suit. So yeah, there was a progression. And I have this I want to do it naked, but you still get arrested. But I did do it. I did do it naked but I did do it. Hold on. I did it naked at Times Square. But the catch was I had to get my body painted. There's an artist that paints, naked bodies, and then it's legal. And then you can run around naked. I'm on, if you check up YouTube, I'm on CBS for being naked man in Times Square. I got that one.
In one of your comments on one of your videos, someone posted a link to where you could buy a similar onesie bathing suit as you wear, and I turned to a woman I was with at the time, like, I should get one of these, and she said, please do not get one of these.
Oh, she was.
See, I think she thought it was your thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, she didn't want. Were you gonna do it?
I didn't. Even if I owned it, in this conditions, there's no way I'd be wearing it. I'm wearing every piece of clothing I brought from California.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's still out there. Yeah, not everybody needs to wear a woman's bathing suit. I mean, actually, I've come to a point where I'm like, should I be wearing a woman's bathing suit? I do this all the time. This is, and I get bored with myself. So maybe I need to try your costume. Maybe, I don't know. You know,
we can do a little fashion show later.
Yeah,
you know, I was gonna ask
we'll switch clothing.
Appearance-wise, I was gonna ask you. I feel like recently I saw a video of you fully shaved. Is that an old video, or are you just testosterone rich?
I guess I'm just testosterone rich. I mean, yeah, that's an old video. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But a little of both.
A little both. They both work.
Yes. Good?
Yeah.
All right.
How you feeling? Are you feeling the love right now?
I feel the love.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Thanks for orchestrating this.
Thank you, Vladimir.
Thank you guys. You guys are amazing.
Thanks for tuning in and making this a feedback loop of love. And if you're not in a rush, I'd love to hug everybody here.
Let's do. Wait, I got an idea. Hold on. All right, everybody, join hands. Everybody, join hands. Join hands. Wait. All right. Hold on. Okay, ready? Now you go that way. I go this way.
Cinnamon roll.
A dual cinnamon roll.
A dual cinnamon roll.
Be careful. Thank you. Hi, thank you. Hi. This is Vladimir.
Yay.
He set up the Q&A, the discussion.
Yes, it was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yes.
And he's letting me stay at his place.
That's right. This is my friend Matthew.
We're staying together. I'm living in his basement.
That's right.
He was nice enough to give me his room.
That's
And
right.
he's sleeping on the couch.
Yes, because he farts.
And we want to share the fun. This is John Henn, and we just met. We're two different artists that inspire love.
It is an honor to share space with you. Can I share my YouTube channel?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hug Nation.
Hug Nation.
Find me on Hug Nation. I would love to connect and love you. I love
Wait,
you.
let's do a kiss.
That was fantastic. Highlight of my day. Wow, huh?
Your name?
Yeah. Have a hug?
Yes. But it's good.
Thank you.
Your eye makeup is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Halcyon.
Halcyon.
Yes. Your name? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Hey. Thanks for being here. Fun. Yeah. Like no other dialogue I've ever heard.
I hear you.
Hugs, yes.
Thank you. So one. Can I hug you real quick? Oh. No. If anyone is still here, that was a magical little conversation. Matthew Silver. What fun! And how unexpected and how perfect. And yeah, this coat. This is Boho Coats. Is the person who just finished it and shipped it here. So Vladimir picked it up at his house and brought it to me today. It is epic. So I love you. Have a beautiful day. I have to take off my gloves to finish this. Have a good one.